and the Sekendita Kradi Municipal Assembly, and an 18-unit block for the Axim Girls Senior High School. For the love of football, we continue to fuel the passion of the Black Stars to make a consecutive 4th World Cup appearance and win our 5th AFCON title. For our greatest assets, the staff, we make sure they have the best of experiences by ensuring there is professionalism, creativity and innovation, environment, health and safety is put first, teamwork, reward of merit, respect for talent. GNPC keeps growing at a faster pace. This is us empowering dreams.
College of Medicine is the leading private medical college in the country, seeking to train doctors who are committed to excellence and have the heart power. With the state-of-the-art facilities, small class size, and an amazing faculty, we help our students learn better.
My dream of becoming a medical doctor is now a reality because at ACM, I am offered the best learning experience.
We are accredited by the National Accreditation Board and the Medical and Dental Council. ACM is affiliated to the University of Ghana with mentorship from the University of Ghana Medical School.
For those who want to pursue medicine, our doors are wide open. Accra College of Medicine is the place to be.
Visit www.acm.edu.gh to apply now. Accra College of Medicine, producing the next generation of health professionals.
Whoever you're doing it for, we'll help you get it done. Simply. That's Africanacity. That's APSA.
Yo, Charlie, what's up?
Bro, I do.
It's that time of the year again.
Abi, you know, we made it last year. What be the challenge for today?
Time travel is possible. All we have to do is find E.
This one day, we go need more time for that.
But we have the best data bundles.
Yeah, bro, I see.
Do more with Ghana's best data bundles on Airtel Tigo. Big time data, Sika Coco, Morning Rush, and other amazing offers. Dial *111# now.
Airtel Tigo. Life is simple.
It's scary, isn't it? Putting yourself out there. Facing your fears. All you need to do is keep trying and give it everything you've got, because everything you need to achieve the impossible is already inside. So here's to the ones who give 100%. We celebrate you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Dano Milk. Go for it.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect, and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and Goyle has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New Goyle Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. Goyle. Good energy.
Make I walk you through my everyday life. Busy from the morning light. My to-do list long, shadow fit to overlap. So sharp, turn on mobile app. School fees check, light bills check. Do I'm with speed like a G4 jet. BB the day I am not upset. Check, I don't even use checks, city check.
Join the Absa family and make fast, easy, and safe transactions with our digital products. Log on to absa.com.gh. No long thing. We like them simple and easy.
Believe me, no long things in my life, though. Like I'm simple and easy.
We are offering our new and over 26 million existing customers worldwide an absolutely free COVID-19 cover. Yes, absolutely free. A couple of reasons. The satisfaction of knowing that you know we care. It's in conformity with who we are, the core of identity. We have a value of initiative that constantly drives us to push the bar. We have a mantra, always listening, always understanding, and we back that up. Customer satisfaction is important to us. We have been doing this for over 170 years. We have honored our promise throughout the years. We were there in 1848 during the cholera pandemic, the sinking of the Titanic in 1912 through World Wars I and II, 1918 Spanish flu epidemic, through the decade of the Great Depression, 2002 SARS outbreak. And we certainly have every intention of honoring claims for this 2020 coronavirus pandemic. Hi, my name is Razak Abdul, and I'm the head of customer service here at Prudential Life Insurance Ghana. I invite you all to join the Prudential Life family today.
Make I walk you through my everyday life. Busy from the morning light. My to-do list long, shadow fit to overlap. So sharp, turn on mobile app. School fees check, light bills check. Do I'm with speed like a G4 jet. BB the day I am not upset. Check, I don't even use checks, city check.
Join the Absa family and make fast, easy, and safe transactions with our digital products. Log on to absa.com.gh. No long thing.
We like 'em simple and easy. Believe me, no long tense in my life, though. Like 'em simple and easy. Easy.
Welcome to the quarterfinals of the 2022 National Science and Math Quiz. Today, we bring you the 7th quarterfinal contest, which features St. Augustine's College, Ghana National College, and Osei Tutu Senior High School. A couple of reminders. First, we are in the Absa Bank money zone. What that means is that for every point earned, each team member, 3 students and a teacher, earns 10 Ghana cedis. Nobody has left the money zone empty-handed, not yet. And so that is something to look forward to. Absa Bank, thank you. Second one, we are celebrating International Year of Basic Science for Sustainable Development. Ghana is celebrating, and today is the launch of the event in Accra. So we will be celebrating all year. So as we ask the questions in basic sciences, please think about how we may apply all of this to sustainable development. Before we meet the contestants, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Airtel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Zipline, Studio HD, and YFM. My name is Elsie Kaufman. I am an associate professor of biomedical engineering and dean of the School of Engineering Sciences, University of Ghana. Now, let's meet the contestants. Osei Tutu Senior High School is represented by
James Samuel,
EJ Mensa Francis,
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you?
We are fine by God's grace.
That's wonderful. Have you been coming to quarterfinals regularly?
It's been a while. For the past 8 years, we've not been into the quarterfinals, but this year, by God's grace, we are in the quarterfinals. So we are.
Yeah. Well done. Well done. And you seem to have strong support.
Yeah.
Yes, your supporters are here in their numbers. Okay. Well, I've been trying to find out about contestants also. What kind of things do you do? Hobbies?
Video games.
Okay.
Like playing football.
Okay. Good. I wish you well.
Thank you, madam.
Ghana National College is represented by
Santi Ajimanebu,
Makwe Tete.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
We are fine by God's grace.
Great. You've been coming to quarterfinals.
Yes.
When was the last time?
Last year.
Just last year. So this is usual for you.
Yes.
Or is there any new thing you've been doing?
No, please.
No, it's just usual preparation for us.
The usual preparations, and you feel very well prepared.
Yes.
That's great. I'm finding out of our contestants. What do you do when you're not doing science and math?
I really love gaming, so I spend a lot of time with my brother and my other siblings playing games.
Games?
Yes, please.
Okay, I hope you become a game developer instead of just a player, right?
Yeah, that's the dream.
And you?
I'm just playing basketball.
Basketball?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, so I wish you well.
Thank you.
All the best. St. Augustine's College is represented by
Amwabeni Denzo, final year.
Belong Sylvester, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Good by the
Great.
grace of God. Yes, madam.
Good. You seem very excited.
Yeah.
Quarterfinals.
Yeah.
What does it feel like to be in quarterfinals? For those of us who have never been to quarterfinals, what does that feel like?
So there's a lot of excitement and the edge to help your school get into the semifinals.
I see. Okay, and you brought your strong support.
Yeah, we brought an army.
Okay, good. When you are not doing science and math, what do you do?
I read.
Read.
Yeah, I also read and watch TV.
Reading.
Yeah, and watching TV.
Watching TV.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to get our contestants to not just be consumers. So, is it possible that one of you will become a writer so that others will read what you are writing instead of you just reading?
Oh, yes, madam.
You write. Okay, that's great. Okay.
Thank you, madam.
I wish you well.
Thank you, madam.
Okay. Contestants, as always, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is a round for fundamental concepts. The questions are simple and direct. I'm expecting simple and direct answers from you. If you answer your major question correctly, 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, a bonus point. If not, there is a penalty, 1 point. For questions which require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. Gentlemen, all of the questions are to be attempted once only. Best wishes to everyone. The first set of questions will require 30 seconds of your time. I'm going to start with a preamble to all schools, after which I'll come to you, St. Augustine's College. Preamble. Find the transition frequency for the given pair of principal quantum numbers of the Bohr hydrogen atom. That's the preamble. St. Augustine's, n equals 2 and n equals 4. Yes, Sylvester.
Getting 6.2.
Go ahead.
Sir, madam, the transition frequency is given by 6.2 by 10 to an exponent of positive 14 hertz.
Yes. Ghana National College with the same preamble. N equals 3 and N equals 5. Asante.
Please, we have 2.4 by 10 to the power by 10 to the power 12 hertz.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 2.3 times 10 raised to the power 14 hertz. Osei Tutu, with the same preamble, N equals 4 and N equals 6. Samuel?
The frequency is given by the frequency is given by 1.1 by 10 exponent 14 hertz.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Give the formula of the salt formed from each of the following neutralization reactions and indicate whether it will be acidic, basic, or neutral in an aqueous solution. I hope you got your preamble. Give the formula of the salt formed from each of the following neutralization reactions and indicate whether it will be acidic, basic, or neutral in an aqueous solution. St. Augustine's, ammonia and nitric acid. Sylvester?
This one is weak. So, madam, so the formula is NH4NO3, and this salt form will be an acidic salt.
Yes. Sylvester, you have called me sir twice. When you come to the School of Engineering Sciences at Legon, the people that call me sir in class, they have a bill. These days, with inflation, maybe it should be 30 cedis. That means a bill for waiting for you, okay? With the same preamble, Ghana National College. Ethanoic acid and potassium hydroxide. Asante.
Check. Okay, so the salt formed is CH3 COOK, and this salt is basic.
You're right. With the same preamble, phosphoric acid and barium hydroxide. Yes, Francis?
Okay. So the salt formed is BA subscript 3, bracket open, PO4, bracket closed, subscript 2, and it is basic.
You're right. Next set 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the domain of the given function. St. Augustine's, f of x is equal to square root of the expression x squared minus 3x minus 10. Yes, Denzel?
X is such that X is a member of all real numbers such that X must be greater than or equal to 5, or X must be less than or equal to negative 2.
You're right. With the same preamble, f of x is equal to square root of the expression 4 minus x squared. Yes, Asante?
Sure. X is a member of all real numbers such that negative 2 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 2.
Yes. With the same preamble, f of x is equal to 1 over square root of the expression x squared minus 25. Samuel?
X is such that X is a member of all real numbers where X is greater than 5 or X is less than negative 5.
You are right. Next set, 10 seconds. St. Augustine's, distinguish between the epicotyle and hypocotyle with respect to their location. Yes, Sylvester?
B is a part of the continuum. The epicotyle and hypocotyle are both parts of the cotyledon, but for the epicotyle, it is found above ground. That is, it is located above the ground level, whilst the hypocotyle is found below ground level. And also the epicotyle is usually above the germinating seedling. That is, it goes above the germinating parts, whilst the hypocotyle is located below the germinating parts or seedlings.
1. What if there is no ground? Does that mean you can't have these structures? Okay, so the hypocotyle is situated between the radicle and the node of the cotyledon, whereas the epicotyle is located between the cotyledon node and the plumule. Yes, you had the right directions, but your technical terms were off, and if there's no ground, your answer doesn't make sense. Okay. Distinguish between coleoptile and coleorhiza with respect to the type of sheath they are. For a bonus. Okay. So the coleoptile is a protective sheath, whereas a coleorhiza is an undifferentiated sheath. In fact, the coleoptile protects the shoot tip, while the coleorhiza protects the root and the root cap. All right. Osei Tutu, state the function of perisperm of seeds and pericarp of fruits. Yes, Samuel?
The pericarp protects the fruit. That is from the outer covering that protects the seeds inside the fruit, whilst the perisperm protects the inner contents of the seed. As the pericarp protects the seed, encompassing this, the pericarp protects the fruit encompassing the seed, while the perisperm protects the inner contents of the seed.
1. The perisperm is non-functional in seeds, doesn't have any function. Okay? But the pericarp protects the fruit. That's the part you were able to mention. Protects the fruit. It also helps in nutrition and dispersal. You didn't even come close to that. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. 2 non-interacting particles, masses M1 and M2, are acted upon by external forces F1 and F2. Find the acceleration of the center of mass of the pair for the given set of values. Again, 2 non-interacting particles, masses M1 and M2, are acted upon by external forces F1 and F2. Find the acceleration of the center of mass of the pair for the given set of values. St. Augustine's, M1 is equal to 2 kilogram, M2 is 3 kilogram, F1 is equal to 2I plus 3J Newton, and F2 equals 3I plus 2J plus 20K Newton. Denzel?
into one bracket the expression I plus J plus 4K, close bracket, all in meters per second square.
Yes. Ghana National with the same preamble. M1 is 1 kilogram. M2 is 4 kilogram. F1 is equal to 2I plus 3J plus 8K Newton, and F2 is equal to 3I plus 2J minus 3K Newton. Is that hand up, Asante? Go ahead.
So you have an expression in bracket I plus J plus K, close that bracket, all in meters per second squared.
You're right. Osei Tutu with the same preamble. M1 is 3 kilogram. M2 is 1 kilogram. F1 is equal to 8I plus 6J minus 17K Newton. And F2 is equal 4I plus 2J minus 3K Newton. Yes, Samuel?
The expression 3I plus 2G minus 5K, all in meters per second squared.
You're right. Next set 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Give the systematic name of the monomer of the given polymer. That's the preamble. St. Augustine's. Polypropylene. Sylvester?
It is called propene.
Yes. With the same preamble. Polyvinyl chloride. Okay, go ahead.
Chloroethane. Ethene. Chloroethane.
What did you say?
Chloroethane.
No. The right answer is chloroethene, not ethane. Now your major question with the same preamble. Polytetrafluoroethylene. Yes, Samuel?
Tetrafluoroethene. Tetrafluoroethene.
get 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the sum to infinity of the given series. Please leave your answer as a rational number. I hope you got that. All right. So, your series. 15 minus 1.5 plus 0.15 minus 0.015 plus 0.0015 minus and so on. Yes, Denzel?
150 over 11.
Yes. With the same preamble, your series. 56 minus 28 plus 14 minus 7 plus 3.5 minus on and on. Asante?
Can't it go inside? 112 over 3.
You are right. With the same preamble. 27 minus 9 plus 3 minus 1 plus 1/3 minus and on and on. Yes, Samuel?
81 on 4.
Yes. Next set, 10 seconds. Tendons and ligaments are composed of which type of tissue? Denzel?
Madam, please, it is composed of connective tissues, specifically connective fibers. That is fibrous connective tissues.
Okay. What is the composition of the intercellular matrix in connective tissue? Is that hand up, Asante? Go ahead.
Ions. We have water and some ions, like potassium ions and calcium ions.
That's incorrect. Yes, Denzel?
It is composed of some fibers such as collagenous fibers and elastin.
Not for a bonus. Of course, you are right. You have protein fibers like collagen and elastin, as you mentioned, but there is also the ground substance, okay, ground substance as well. Osei Tutu, what does simple columnar epithelial tissue refer to? Yes, Francis?
Okay, the simple columnar epithelial tissue is a type of epithelial tissue that lines the digestive tract and helps in the secretion and absorption of the food materials, and the cells of the simple columnar tissue are narrow and tall.
2. You kind of localize them. This was a general question, right? So tissue with a single layer of cells, and the cells are longer than they are wide. That is why they are columnar. Okay, so that description, that's what made me give you the 2, but the extra things, not necessarily. Okay. All right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. An object is launched horizontally with speed u from the top of a building of height h on level ground. For the given values of u and h, find the speed of the object when it strikes the ground, assuming air resistance can be ignored. Please, did you get your preamble? One more time. An object is launched horizontally with speed u from the top of a building of height h on level ground. For the given values of u and h, find the speed of the object when it strikes the ground, assuming air resistance can be ignored. So now, St. Augustine's, u is equal to 16 meters per second, and h is 200 meters. Denzel?
Okay. So, madam, so we have it to be equal to 66 meters per second.
That's incorrect for bonus. The right answer is 65 meters per second. Ghana National College, with the same preamble, U is 70 meters per second and H is 75 meters. Asante.
80 meters per second.
Yes. Osei Tutu with the same preamble. U is 6 meters per second and H is 32 meters. Samuel?
Okay, 46 meters per second.
That's incorrect. Two. One. Okay, go.
26 meters per second.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. St. Augustine's. .08 gram of rubidium hydroxide is dissolved in 200 centimeter cubed of solution What volume of a 0.400 mole per decimeter cube solution of a hydrochloric acid will completely react with 25 centimeter cubed of this solution? Atomic mass for rubidium is 85.0. Sylvester?
The volume needed to react is 4.0.
That's incorrect. For a bonus.
50 centimeter cube.
Pardon?
50 centimeter cube.
The right answer is 12.5 centimeter cube. Your major question. A 200 centimeter cube sample of orange juice has a pH of 3.0. What volume of deionized water must be added to increase its pH to 4.0? Asante.
Sure. 1,800 centimeter cube.
Yes. Osei Tutu. Calculate the mass of calcium hydroxide needed to completely neutralize a 40.0 centimeter cubed of 0.250 mole per decimeter cube solution of hydrobromic acid. Yes, Samuel?
The mass is 0.370 grams.
All right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the inverse of the given linear transformation. That's the preamble. St. Augustine's. XY mapping onto 2x plus y, 3x plus 2y. Yes, Sylvester?
Yes, so the inverse of this mapping is given by xy such that xy mapping onto 2x minus y minus 3x plus 2y.
Yes. With the same preamble. X, Y, mapping onto x plus y, x plus 2y. Yes, Mark?
So, the inverse is xy mapping onto 2x minus y negative x plus y.
You're right. With the same preamble. xy mapping onto x minus y, 2x minus y. Samuel?
The inverse mapping of xy is negative x plus y, negative 2x plus y.
You're right. Last set of questions for the round, 10 seconds. St. Augustine's. What is the name of the mechanism that ensures that there is a higher concentration of sodium ions in the extracellular fluid than in the intracellular fluid? Denzel?
Okay, so madam, this mechanism is known as ion regulation or active transport.
No, for a bonus. It's called the sodium-potassium pump. Ghana National College. What is the name given to the type of transport where glucose or an amino acid bind to a receptor protein on the plasma membrane, which then moves the molecule into the cell without the expenditure of energy? Yes, Mark?
Facilitated diffusion.
You're right. Last question of the round, Osei Tutu. What is the name given to the movement of glucose or amino acids from the gut into the cell lining, into the cells lining the gut, when they bind to a transport protein that has also bound to a sodium ion, the sodium ion entering the cell along its concentration gradient? Samuel?
Active transport.
That's incorrect for a bonus. It is a type of active transport, but this is secondary active transport. Because you see the multiple binding, secondary. That's the end of the first round. the first round. Ghana National College has 23 points. St. Augustine's College has 25 points. Osei Tutu Senior High School has 26 points. That was a very good first round. It was a good first round. All contestants have done really well. Please, let's clap for them. Well done, contestants. But we have a long way to go. 4 more rounds. 4. So continue working hard. Round 2. This round is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. Augustine's College? Thank you. Ghana National College. Thank you. Osei Tutu Senior High School. Thank you. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. Second attempt, 2 points. Third attempt, 1 point. But please be careful, because if you attempt to answer a question and you are unsuccessful, meaning your answer is incorrect or you do not provide an answer within a reasonable period, you will lose a precious point. For questions which require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations, you have 10 seconds to do so. Best wishes, everyone. First set of questions, 10 seconds each. First one. In human anatomy, the directional term superior refers to which of the following? Okay, go ahead. Samuel?
We have the vena cava.
That's incorrect. I continue reading. A, dorsal. B, caudal. C, cephalic. D, ventral. Yes, Denzel?
Cephalic.
Yes. Next one. Which structure within the cell produces ATP? Yes, Samuel?
Mitochondrion.
Yes. Next one. Among all the aflatoxins, aflatoxin B1 is the most toxic. Name one species of... Yes, go ahead.
Fungi.
Sylvester? Go.
Fungi.
No. I continue. Of Aspergillus, which produces aflatoxin B1. There are 2 possibilities: Aspergillus flavus or Aspergillus parasiticus. parasiticus. Next set, 30 seconds each. First one, 16 grams of methanol, CH3OH, reacts with excess ethanoic acid, CH3COOH, to produce 3.7 grams of methyl ethanoate, CH3COOCH3. Calculate the percentage yield of the ester formed in this reaction. Yes, Sylvester?
The percentage yield is 10%.
Yes. And let me advise you, I want to advise you, St. Augustine's. In the speed race, I don't need to hear the question again before you give the answer. Go straight to the answer. Determine the sum of the coefficients of all reactants and products in a balanced equation of the reaction K plus KNO3 going to N2 plus K2O. Yes, Asante. Go.
We have 11.
No. Samuel?
15.
Go.
19.
Yes. Next one. How many hydrogen atoms are present in a hydrocarbon with 8 carbon atoms with 2 double bonds and 2 triple bonds? Asante?
12.
No. Yes, Samuel?
8.
No. The right answer is 6. Next set, 30 seconds. First one. The magnitude of the electric field at each point on the surface of a conductor of surface area 0.25 meters squared is 1,800 volts per meter and points away from the surface. Find the net charge on the conductor. Yes. Denzel.
The net charge is 50 nanocoulomb.
That's incorrect. Who? Yes, Samuel.
The net charge is positive 50 nanocoulomb.
No. The right answer is 4.0 nanocoulomb. Next one. A fixed quantity of an ideal gas undergoes an isobaric process in which its volume changes from 2.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 meter cubed to 1.5 times 10 raised to the power negative 4 meter cubed at a pressure of 5.0 times 10 raised to the power 5 Pascal. Find the work done. Yes, Asante. Go.
25 joules.
That's incorrect. Who rank? Yes.
Negative 25 joules.
Yes. Next one. A 2.0 kilogram particle moving at 5.0 meter per second collides with and becomes attached to a stationary 3.0 kilogram object. Yes, Asante.
2 meters per second.
That's incorrect. Did someone else ring? Okay, I continue. Find the kinetic energy loss in the collision. Yes.
Go for yours. Oh, see you. Okay.
Sylvester?
So, the amount lost, I think you should go first, is 15 joules.
Yes. Straight to the point. Straight to the point. Last set of questions, 30 seconds each. Two chords A, B, and C, D of a circle intersect at E. Given that AE is equal to 15 centimeters, BE is equal to 10 centimeters, and CE equals 25 centimeters. Yes. Sylvester?
It is 6 centimeters.
Yes. Next one. Point A with coordinates 2, 4, B coordinates 6, 8, C coordinates 5, 9, and D coordinates X, Y are vertices of a rectangle. Find X and Y. Yes, Sylvester?
X is positive 9. Whereas Y is 13.
That's incorrect. Yes, Francis.
X is positive 3.
Wow.
And Y is positive 3.
That's incorrect. X is 1, Y is 5. Last one. The gradient of the curve y is equal to ax squared plus bx. Yes, Sylvester?
A is 2, B is 4, and C is positive 6.
That's incorrect. Asante, go.
A is 2, B is 4, and C is equal to 0.
No. A is 2, B is 4, and C is also 4. And that's the end of the second round.
Here's innovation.
At the end of the second round, Ghana National College has 18 points. Osei Tutu Senior High School has 27 points. St. Augustine's College has 33 points. Round 3. This round has the problem of the day. And at stake in the round is the Prudential Life Insurance NSMQ star. The star is a reward for any team that is able to earn a perfect score of 10 points in this round. At this stage of the competition, the problem of the day worth 10 points fetches a star that is worth 2,800 Ghana cedis to the team. I know you'll be working hard for this, right? Good. So that's a thank you, Prudential Life Insurance, for the NSMQ star. All right, now the problem of the day. This is a single question that goes to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 4 minutes to present your answer on the screens behind you. As mentioned multiple times, the problem of the day is worth 10 points. Contestants, you may now stand. Okay. Now you may pick up the problems of the day, and we are reading together. We are only reading, not starting. We are reading. Problem of the day. A negative 75 nanocoulomb particle is located 25 centimeters from the center of a neutral spherical conducting shell of inner radius 50 centimeter and outer radius 60 centimeter. Please use Gauss's law to find 1. The total charge induced on the interior surface of the shell. 2. The total charge induced on the exterior surface of the shell. 3. The surface charge density on the exterior surface of the shell. And finally, 4. The magnitude of the electric field at a point 75 centimeters from the center of the sphere. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin. Please stop writing and resume your seats. presented their answers, before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem from physics, Gauss's law. So there's a negative 75 nanocoulomb particle which is located 25 centimeters from the center of a neutral spherical conductance shell of inner radius 50 centimeter and outer radius 60 centimeter. Contestants were to use Gauss's law to find. Let's take them one at a time. The first one was the total charge induced on the interior surface of the shell. All right, so we are using Gauss, right? So a Gaussian surface drawn inside the shell itself, let's say a sphere of radius r with a radius that lies between 50 centimeters and 60 centimeters, will enclose the negative 75 nanocoulomb charge, and the induced charge, which we can call Q inner, on the interior surface of the shell. Since the shell is a conductor, the electric charge in the region which we have just described is going to be 0. So the net charge enclosed by the selected Gaussian surface is 0. Therefore, our Q inner, which is what we are to find, is going to be positive 75 nanocoulomb. Positive 75 nanocoulomb. This is worth 2 points. Now, the second thing contestants were to do were to find the total charge induced on the exterior surface of the shell. We now know the interior, so we are looking now at the exterior. Since the shell is neutral, the total charge on it is 0. So if the net charge on the outer surface is, let's call it Q outer, then we must have Q outer plus the Q inner we calculated adding up to 0. So this gives us a Q outer. We are just solving for Q outer because we already know the Q inner to be negative 75 nanocoulombs, worth another 2 points. All right. Third, contestants were to find the surface charge density on the exterior surface of the shell. Well, because the shell is conducting, the charge on the outer surface must be uniformly distributed there. Agreed? The surface charge density is then giving us the Q outer that we calculated divided by the surface area, 4 pi r squared, which is where r is the radius to the surface, right? Good. So we can quickly calculate this. We know all the values. We know what Q outer is. We know it's negative 75 nanocoulomb. We know how to calculate the surface area of a sphere, right? The radius is 60 centimeter, and so we have negative 75 nanocoulomb divided by 4 pi 60 centimeters squared. And if you calculate it correctly, you will arrive at 17 nanocoulomb per meter squared. This is worth 3 points. Finally, contestants were to calculate the magnitude of the electric field at a point 75 centimeter from the center of the sphere. The electric field outside the shell is radial by symmetry, and its flux on a spherical Gaussian surface centered on the shell is E multiplying 4 pi r squared. If again we invoke Gauss's law, this must equal Q plus Q inner plus Q outer all over epsilon naught, where epsilon naught has its usual meaning. So we'll have negative 75 nanocoulomb divided by epsilon naught. Therefore, for R, which in this problem is 75 centimeters, we will get the absolute value of negative 75 nanocoulomb divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R squared. And this will give us 1,200 volts per meter, worth 3 points, giving us a total of 10 points. This was a suggested solution from the consultants. Now let's see what the contestants did. Osei Tutu. Osei Tutu, you know why I have this reaction, right? You spent your time trying to calculate surface area. You didn't even link it to anything. I didn't know which of the problems you were tackling with that surface area calculation. I don't see Gauss in anything you are doing. It doesn't help. So I have to award you a 0. All right, Ghana National College. You had some trouble with Gauss. So for the first part, you were doing something, but you saw how I explained where the 0 is versus where you were supposed to find the inner. So you had the parts for inside the sphere, but not where we're actually looking for the first part. So your first answer is incorrect. The second answer is right. That fetches you 2 points. Then you started with the third one. You set up the equation. Then the substitution, I don't know where you were getting your R from. The wrong R, wrong calculation, wrong final answer. For setting up the equation, I'll add 1 more point. And you didn't try the fourth one at all. And so you wind up with 3 out of 10. St. Augustine's College. You successfully found the first part, second part, okay. You didn't attempt the third. And then you did get the fourth one right as well. That gives you a total of 7. Of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. In the next round, we have a couple of substitutions. Osei Tutu, Francis, it's been a pleasure having you. All the best. Replacing Francis is Benedict. You're welcome, Benedict. Ghana National College, Mark, thank you for being here. All the best. Replacing Mark is Christelle. You're welcome, Christelle. Settle in and let's begin round 4. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement is available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If not, there's a penalty, 1 point. Best wishes, everyone. St. Augustine's. Well, I actually have a very short preamble before I come to you, okay? Preamble. During the Haber process, that's a preamble. Now your statement. Ion acts to shift the equilibrium of the reaction towards the products. Denzel?
It's a false statement.
It is. Potassium hydroxide is added as a promoter of the gases. Asante?
False.
Yes. Potassium hydroxide is added to improve the efficiency of iron. Benedict?
True.
Yes. Next set, preamble to all schools. Preamble. The voltage across an ideal inductor whose reactance has magnitude 50 ohm is given by V equals 50 volts multiplied by the cosine of omega t, where omega is equal to 4 pi radian per second. Did you get your preamble? Okay, one more time. The voltage across an ideal inductor whose reactance has magnitude 50 ohm is given by V equals 50 volts multiplied by cosine of omega t, where omega is 4 pi radian per second. St. Augustine's. A steady 1 ampere current flows through the inductor. Denzel?
Force.
Yes. The current in the inductor oscillates at a frequency of 2 hertz. Asante?
Sure. True.
Yes. The current in the inductor is maximum whenever V is maximum. Benedict?
False.
Yes. Next set, preamble to all schools. Preamble. The median of the numbers 29, 12, 17, 21, 13, and 25 is, again, the median of the numbers 29, 12, 17, 21, 13, and 25 is 17. Yes, Sylvester?
False.
Yes. 17 and 21. Asante?
False.
Yes. 19. Yes, Benedict?
True.
Yes. St. Augustine's. Chagall's rule of base pairing is applicable to double-stranded RNA. Denzel?
False.
Yes. Chagall's rule of base pairing is applicable to single-stranded RNA. Asante?
False.
Yes. Chagall's rule of base pairing is applicable to single-stranded DNA. Benedict?
False.
Yes. The scandium ion, Sc+, and argon have the same electron configuration. Sylvester?
False.
Yes. The cations Mn2+ and Fe3+ have the same electron configuration. Christelle?
True.
Yes. The cation rubidium plus and xenon have the same electron configuration. Benedict?
False.
Yes. Next set, preamble to all schools. Preamble. An object is projected vertically upward from the peak of a tower. That's the preamble. I hope you got it. An object is projected vertically upward from the peak of a tower. The object strikes the ground with the same speed it would were it projected vertically downward with the same initial speed. Sylvester?
True.
Yes. The object passes the peak of the tower on its way down at the same speed as it was initially projected? Christelle?
True.
Yes. The object takes twice as much time to reach the ground as it would were it projected downward with the same speed. Benedict?
False.
Yes. A unit vector perpendicular to the vector A, which is equal to 2I plus 2j, is I minus j. Sylvester?
False.
Yes. A unit vector parallel to the vector B, which is equal to 3I plus 4j, is 3 over 5I plus 4 over 5j. Crystal?
True.
Yes. A unit vector perpendicular to the vector C, which is equal to I plus root 3j, is half I minus root 3 over 2j. Benedict?
False.
Yes. Last set of statements. Last set. The uriniferous tubules, which are the structural and functional units of the kidneys, are mainly concerned with reabsorption of uric acid from urine. Sylvester?
It's a false statement.
It is. The uriniferous tubules, which are the structural and functional units of the kidneys, are mainly concerned with reabsorption of useful substances from glomerular filtrate. Asante?
False.
Yes. Last statement. The uriniferous tubules, which are the structural and functional units of the kidneys, are mainly concerned with removal of urea. Benedict?
False.
Oh. That's a true statement. That's the end of the fourth round.
Here's innovation from Goyle that takes you further. New Gold Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes have been expertly crafted with the latest in liquid engineering technology, highly advanced for modern engines, prolongs oil change intervals, save you fuel, clean, protect, and enhance engine performance. The way engines work has become complex, and GOIL has innovated to stay ahead. Expertly crafted lubricants that work excellently with all petrol and diesel engines of today. New GOIL Super Synthetic 5W20 and 5W30 lubes. Innovation that takes you further. GOIL. Good energy.
At the end of the fourth round, Ghana National College has 37 points. Osei Tutu Senior High School has 40 points. St. Augustine's College has 56 points. Fifth and final round, round 5. In this round, we have the Riddle bonanza. This is a reward from GOIL, which gives a school that solves 3 riddles, 1,600 Ghana cedis. And if a school solves all 4 riddles, they get 2,000 Ghana cedis. Worth going for, right? Yeah, so thank you, GOIL, for the Riddle bonanza. Okay, so obviously we are going to be solving riddles. I will be reading out the clues. For an opportunity to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, St. Augustine's College? Thank you. Ghana National College? Thank you. Osei Tutu Senior High School? Thank you. When you ring, you must have the answer ready. That's not the time to be composing long answers, right? Straight to the point. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third only clue thereafter, 3 points. 4 of them. First one. I am a visual test. I am applied to curves in the Cartesian plane. I involve a vertical line. Yes. Asante.
The vertical line test.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the third clue, 3 points. Next one. I am a type of involuntary striated muscle. I display faint, yes. Denzel?
Cardiac muscle.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. 4 points. I am a metal known since about 3000 BC. I have more stable isotopes than any other chemical element. Yes.
Cesium.
No. I have nothing nothing to do with the Revenue Authority, despite my name. I have been widely known for my use in food packaging.
Tin.
Denzel?
Tin.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the fourth clue. 3 points. Last one. I am a natural phenomenon. I am named for my similarity to a phenomenon that occurs in an architectural structure dedicated to raising vegetables using sunlight. Yes, Denzel?
Greenhouse effect.
Oh, yes. They solved the riddle on the second clue. 4 points. 4 points. That's the end of the 5th round. reminders, here are the final scores. Osei Tutu Senior High School has 40 points. Ghana National College has 40 points. St. Augustine's College has 67 points. Osei Tutu Senior High School, thank you for being here and for giving us a good contest. Unfortunately, we must say goodbye. All the best to you. You are not leaving empty-handed. As we are in the Absa Bank money zone, you will be receiving 1,600 Ghana cedis for your team. All the best. Ghana National College, unfortunately, we have to say goodbye to you. You are also leaving the money zone with 1,600 Ghana cedis for your team from Absa Bank. St. Augustine's College, congratulations on winning the contest. Well done. Well done. From the money zone, you are getting 2,680 Ghana cedis. You also won the golf riddle bonanza, 3 riddles. So you are getting 1,600 Ghana cedis for your team from Goyle. And if your score is the highest score for the day, we have an award. This is the Airtel Tigo Highest Scorer Award, which at this stage is worth 3,000 Ghana cedis. We'll see what happens. All right? But best of all, in my opinion, you have qualified to the semi-finals. Prepare well and come to the semi-finals with straight to the point answers. Huh? Okay. Congratulations once again. Viewers, thank you so much for joining us for this quarterfinal contest. We have more of them coming. The next one will feature Asin State College, Swedro Senior High School, and Adisadel College. Plan to be with us. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service in partnership with Absa Bank and supported by Joy News, Goyle, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, Airtel Tigo, GNPC, Dano Milk, Newmont Ghana, Academic City University College, Accra College of Medicine, Zipline, Studio HD, and YFM. My name is Osei Kaufman, and this has been a prime time production. Thank you and see you next time. Bye.